this year. We have not done it in a little while, but we have our Vacation Bible School worship service. This Sunday will be very different. In some ways, it's a good segue to next Sunday, which will be Christmas in July, because we do things a little differently on that Sunday. But on this Sunday, we won't have any liturgy. So you liturgical Lutherans, you'll just take your pass this Sunday. And I want to have a special welcome to our visitors today. Please take one of our newsletters or check us out online. Take your bulletins home with you. You can always recycle that wherever you're staying. But even for those who are regulars here, since we're doing things a little different, I have a number of announcements for you. First of all, right after we finish worship, everybody's invited to go downstairs, and we're going to have a different kind of refreshment time. Instead of kind of just the usual coffee, we are going to have a VBS snack, so you'll be led in how to make your snack. So, adults, because I'm not worried about the kids, they already know how to do this from this week. Adults, I want you to pay attention, go in order, sit down very orderly, you know who I'm looking at right now.
There is coffee and tea.
Yeah, there's coffee and tea as well. But if you want to get those and be good, be very good today. So remember to listen. I believe Hetty will be helping to lead us in that. So as she did so well this week with her kitchen crew. Now to our particulars and what we're going to be doing. We have song sheets, and hopefully we have enough for at least every 2 people. But if we need, do we have a few more? Okay, we have 2 extras if you need some extras, so if you need an extra song sheet, raise your hand, we'll be ushered back there, that will help you. If you sat towards the front, today you are considered a good Lutheran because then you can see better, you can actually see the words. If you're in the back, that's the words. So if you can't see, you might even want to move a little further front, but you have your song sheet for each of the songs. We're going to do a number of them today, as you notice, so each time we do that, I'm going to ask you to do 2 things. And those of you who are used to our early worship service, our contemporary one, this will be very familiar. When we get up to do the different songs, I'd like you to spread it out a little bit. So it's okay to flow into the aisles or over there, just so you can see a little bit better, because the kids are going to be doing the actions up here along with that, but also so that everybody can kind of just see up here while you're singing. So you do kind of want to get a good shot of that. Especially since you're going to be seeing a lot of scenes of Colorado, and a couple of places that Carl and I have actually hiked. I didn't climb there. I did my mountain climbing in a different year of Colorado. And I did not climb Everest, so. But we'll still see some great views of Colorado, so enjoy that. These are excellent songs this year. They've done a wonderful, wonderful job. And then as we're going through, you'll see songs. We're going to have different skits, some video clips. So just as you follow along the bulletin, you'll notice what's happening. We're going to change one thing. We're going to put Yeti to the very end. Because Yeti is going to tell us that God has the power to love us forever.
Hold on.
Now, you may have noticed, those who are sitting close enough, but the children did. And if you're not, you should sit closer. So, during the worship service and then during the prayers, when Dawn is doing the prayers, we're going to be hearing God has the power too, and then there'll be a word or a phrase at the end. So for instance, when I say God has the power to love,
Hold on.
we're going to do the climbers hold, which is like this. Can everybody see? Everybody practice. There you go. There you go. Nice and tight so that you don't see. You're still gripping no matter what. So that'll be both during the service, but also when we come to the responses and the prayers. That'll be your response today. We're going to take an offering as usual, but for those of you who aren't used to offering, what we do is when we take an offering, it goes into 3 different places. It helps us, well, so we have this, right? So we can actually have Vacation Bible School, so that's one good thing. But it doesn't just end at our doorstep here. We are in synods and a national church expression. So some of it goes to the synod to help churches from and other relief agencies in Canada from Ontario to Nova Scotia. And then it goes to the national, which helps not only people all across Canada, but for instance, helps people throughout the world. Some of that money, as well as we took an additional offering to help, some of that money went to help what happened not only at the base camp of Everest, but throughout Nepal with the terrible earthquakes and the damage and the loss. Because the Lutherans are the fourth largest, how do I want to put this? We are the fourth largest refugee, not just resettlement, but refugee helpers throughout the world, of all the organizations in the world. So for instance, a part of the money that we give in our offering, it's not only gone to help Nepal, they needed so much more help than usual, that's why we took that second offering, the special offering, when that happened. So when we give, it's not just here. Not that it wouldn't be enough to give some Vacation Bible School, but it goes throughout the world to help us. So that's why we take an offering. Then the other thing to mention is that we're doing intinction a little differently, than usual today. We're going to have pastor, that's who? Who's the pastor? Me, okay, all right, that's me. I'm going to be in the center with the bread. Then I'm going to have one person on each side with a cup of wine. So when you come up, now the bread is back there, it's going to be brought up later, so you just have to pretend this is the bread, okay? Everybody using their imaginations? Well, you better, because you're going to have to use it throughout the service. You're in for a lot of surprises today. All right, so I'll take a piece off. I'll say, the body of Christ given for you. You take the bread, and normally what would you do if I gave you bread? You would eat it. You want to do that this Sunday? No. Look, they're paying attention. Very good. When you get the bread, just hold it in your hand, and depending on whether you're being directed over here or to the cup over here, you take the bread, and you'll be dipping it into one of the two cups. And when you dip it in there, the person will then say to you, as you're dipping it, the blood of Christ shed for you. And then you can eat it. Now, if you forget, that's okay. I'm going to remind you right before we take communion. And if you still forget, that's okay. We have enough bread, don't we? I'll give you an extra piece. But you only get one extra. If you eat that one, you don't get thirds. So, again, things are a little bit different, but that's very useful because we are the church of change. We are the Reformation church that changed the church forever. So, it just seems good that we have changed today. Now, those are all of the basic announcements, I believe. Now, Helen, do we have anything else we need to kind of warn them about? I'm sorry, instruct them about what's going to happen today?
What a surprise.
Surprise is good. So see, Helen says surprise is good. It's on the bulletin, but I think what we ought to do is give a nice round of applause to all of the leaders of the VBS crew this year. They did a phenomenal job, and our fearless leader, Helen, we have written on the back of it, but you probably noticed when you go out and you're going down for our snack time, that a lovely painting was painted for her, and we all signed it on the back. So you'll have to take a look at that. It's very beautiful. Now, are you ready for your Everest experience?
Yes.
It is conquering challenges with God's mighty power, because God is the power to provide. Right, pretty good. All right. We are ready to begin. I'm going to ask you to please stand. And for those of you who haven't been here this week, this is the only song I'm going to give you just a couple of basic things. So I'm going to have to get closer to Mount Everest up here. So hopefully you can see me. So when we say God, we're going to go like this. Can you see me? Just go down like this. And if you hear powerful or power, go like this. Everybody see that? So it'll be pretty self-explanatory when we're saying, my God is so powerful. There you go. All right. Let us begin our worship service.
Okay. any of our BDS will remember what a Sherpa is. Sherpa Jew. A shepherd looks after the sheep. So that is absolutely right. And a Sherpa also guides people. A Sherpa is a guide. I do not carry the bags. I'm a guide, just to be clear. So today we will guide you through our Everest experience. So we will, every day at Everest, we started at base camp singing and playing, and we went through a bunch of stations, and then we ended up at Summit Celebration at the end. So we will go through each of the stations today, and we'll also go through each of the day's lessons that we did. So you'll get a high-level view of everything we did at Everest Vacation Bible School this week. Can any of the Everest climbers remember why there is a base camp on Mount Everest? Can anyone remember? Yeah. That's right, so people can get ready. We have tents, climbing gear, they have to hire a Sherpa because they need a guide. And we learned at Vacation Bible School that this is our best guide for life, the Bible, God's holy word. So we looked at the Bible and a Bible story every day. And on day one, our Bible buddy, who taught us our Bible point and introduced our verse and set us up for our Bible story. Our Bible buddy was who on day one? Climber. And what animal was Climber? A snow leopard. So he's over here, and he taught us that God has the power to provide. Hold on. And then we had a Bible verse. And you'll see our flags up here. They've got our different Bible verses on for the day. But later on, we will hear from the youth about the day one lesson. So our snow leopard was provided with all the things he needed to stay safe and well in a really, really cold environment. Big paws, a warm coat, and a long tail that he could actually wrap around himself like a scarf to keep himself warm. Because God has the power to provide. Hold on. Have any of you climbed and trek Rock Wrangler?
Marvin, George, Gertrude, have you seen them?
No, what's going on? Who are you looking for?
My climbing team. I'm Trent Rock Climber. His name is Mountaineer. Hiker extraordinaire. I'm doing some climb stuff.
Oh, okay. Trent, hi, I'm Helen. And these are all my friends at Everest Vacation Bible School.
Why did you tell me there were people around? Here I am in my pajamas.
Oh, it's okay, Trent. It's okay. Why don't you tell us what's going on?
My climbing team, they've been planning, training, and working for months to get to Everest, and today, David leaves super early.
Did you send them alarm?
Yeah, of course I did, but I think it broke or like I said it wrong.
Well, why didn't your team wake you up when it was time to go?
They tried, but like I'm a really sound sleeper. Like when I'm out, when I was in school, my mom had to wake me up like this.
Thank you, Trent. Yeah, we get to that other point. Okay, so you slept in.
They left me this note. Trek, dude, you're one sound sleeper. We did everything we could, but you didn't wake up. So we had to leave where we missed the good weather at the top of the mountain. P.S.
Oh, Trent, I'm so sorry. You know, this may help a little. Today, our friends and I are learning that God has the power to provide.
Provide? Does that mean God will give me like a jetpack so I can like fly
well wanted to show that he was more powerful. And the way he said he would do that is that there would be no rain, there would be no dew until he gave his word. So that led us into some